Hey guys, we're Karmin.
And this is a Romans Wrap-Up exclusive interview.
Experts at 18 with warm beer and caffeine. We spoke all night and hung out till the first light would come on.
Hey guys, what's up? We're backstage in Boston here with Karmin. How are you guys?
We're doing awesome.
We're doing fantastic. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for having me today. So I just wanted to take a second to welcome you guys back to Boston. This is where you're from. This is where you guys got started. Tonight there's like 4,000 people in the audience. What's that feeling like performing for such a large crowd in your home city?
It's the greatest feeling ever. And we definitely, every time we come back, it feels like the shows keep getting more and more exciting. I don't know how. It's great.
It's probably the Dunkin' Donuts.
It's probably a Dunkin' Donuts, yeah.
We like Dunkin' Donuts, by the way.
We are not
I love
endorsed.
Dunkin' Donuts.
We aren't.
We're not.
But
More than
We just
Starbucks?
love it.
yes.
Here, yes. Dunkin' tastes better at the source, man.
Yeah.
Tastes better in Boston.
Boston.
Yeah, I agree.
Props.
So going back to the beginning, just talk about how you guys got started for people who watching this who might not be so familiar with Karmin.
If you don't know about us, you better Google us. Just kidding.
Not my problem. Your problem. No, so how we got our start.
We were here in Boston, actually. We
Yeah.
were uploading covers to YouTube, and one of the cover songs blew up, and we signed a record deal, and we had a couple of songs on the radio, and we recently got out of the record deal via an astrologer. Story's getting really strange.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it sounds kind of
The
ridiculous.
astrologer told us how to get out, and we got out, and it worked, and we actually have a new album coming out that's all based on the zodiac.
So each song in the album represents a zodiac sign.
A sign.
So how did you get involved with an astrologist to get out of a record deal?
Our tour manager was actually like, "Hey, happy birthday, go see my astrologer," and we were like, "Really?" And I was already into it, a
Yeah.
little bit. He was skeptical.
She says that now. She wasn't into it.
He was like, "I don't know about this, Amy. Fortune teller. It's not fortune telling, okay? It's science."
No, it was pretty rad. It kind of blew our minds. And then after that, we were like, all right, let's see what's going on with this astrology business.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We studied it, and we found actually, this is a little fun fact, everybody's affected by all 12 signs. You are not just one thing. That's just your sun sign. There's actually like 12 signs in the shape of a pie, and it's pretty cool.
Wow, I would never have known
What's your sign?
that. Sagittarius.
Sag!
Excuse me.
Yeah, I was born in December.
Oh, I love Sagittarius.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
They like blue,
Yeah, I do. That's my favorite color.
so it's funny.
So talking about you uploaded the Chris Brown cover, Look at Me Now, that's kind of how you guys got started. How did you decide, like, you can rap? Like,
Look at Me Now pretty much was when I decided I could rap,
Yeah.
because that was an undertaking. I remember our manager was like, "Hey, here's, a few songs that might be popping off." And we had a strategy when we were doing the covers, like, how do we get attention, because we were nobody at the time. And that song was particularly difficult, and I was raised in Nebraska where there's not really much rap going on, but I listened to it a lot, even though my parents were like, no cursing, all that stuff,
Yeah.
very conservative. So that was really the song that popped it off. But we did a couple like Nicki Minaj before that, and little easier ones to pull off.
yeah, nice. So the past few years have been insane for you guys. You've done solo tours. You were on SNL, all these big TV shows. You had a debut album on Epic. So just talk to me about your departure from Epic and now being independent artists.
Yeah, so we just kind of felt, like Amy was saying, it was more or less just kind of time for us to go off and do our own thing. And so creating this album without a label for the first time was actually fantastic. It was great for us to just be the only people in the room and to really kind of take time and hash things out. And we actually kind of built a studio in one of the rooms in our house so we could just live there and always be working.
shoot.
Live
Those are
and
the
breathe
best.
it, yeah. It was a little daunting because Nick produced the whole record, and it's the first album you've ever produced, probably.
Yeah, there's that.
But that being said, without the experience that we got from the label, which they put us in the room with some of the best producers and songwriters in the world, we never would have the knowledge that we have now. So we were definitely thinking about a lot of those sessions with like Claude Kelly and stuff. When we were writing it, we were using all these skill sets that we earned.
Yes, so how did, like, your first album, Pulses, how will that be influencing your next album, Leo Rising?
Pulses was a really fun album for us. That was with the song Acapella. Maybe some of you are familiar with that. Because it was very creative and we dove more into like the electronic world. But again, it was producer heavy. It was like all these other producers, right? There's a big long list of people that we collaborated with that were incredible, but it didn't really have that zoned in sound that we were looking for on Leo Rising. We found that.
Yeah, I think Pulses was very produced.
Yeah.
And we want this one to be, I mean, it's still produced more or less, but we want it to feel much less produced. We want it to feel more like a live show. Or like
no auto-tune and a lot of real instruments. I mean, Nick loves hip-hop drum samples and stuff, but it's mostly...
Yeah, more like actual performance-based, more vibe.
I was going to say, the stuff I've heard so far definitely sounds more natural and more simpler.
More organic, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So talk about your current music and single, Didn't Know You.
Yeah, dude. So Didn't Know You is the Gemini song. So we're saying like each song represents a sign. So Gemini is the twins. It's kind of like, what, split personality?
It's
bouncing back and forth.
Yeah, it's twins.
It's not a negative thing.
Each sign has a good and bad side, right?
Right.
So some of these songs we highlight the bad side, and some of them are the good side. And Gemini specifically is the two-faced manipulative vibe. So it's definitely like an aggressive, angry song
Right. So
for us.
That's how we got it. I guess I didn't know you at all. So, yeah, that's it. And production-wise, we definitely wanted to have like a big tribal drum feel on it, but also organic, not trying to go too big.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. So like moving forward, you're working on the current album. Tell me about like when do you think it'll be out, or any features? Or?
Yeah, well, it's pretty much done.
Pretty much done. We're also going to be putting it out with a movie. So we're going to be making that movie now.
Like a full-length movie?
A short as of
film.
now.
Short
So each song is going to be the soundtrack for the album, right? In the order that it appears on the album. So we have the script done, we have all that done. Now we just have to film it. So it shouldn't be too intense. Yeah.
So is it going to be like music videos or just like...
That's what most people jump to right away. It's hard to describe, and there are a lot of artists doing like video, like cinematic, right? Florence and the Machine is doing some really cinematic work, and we've seen Drake and Kanye and Nicki put out some like longer pieces. But it's definitely not like a glamour, 30-minute music video. It's a plot. It's a storyline. It's the legend of Leo Rising. It's like based on true events that we went through, but it's definitely fantasized and Quentin Tarantino and Tim Burton. It's like a little dark.
Kind of like Alice in Wonderland, actually, a little bit.
I'm looking forward to it.
It's wild.
Yeah, it's actually
really fun.
it's going to be pretty dope. We're really excited about it.
So that'll be out when the album's out?
Exactly.
We'd like to put them out at the same time.
Do you have any idea?
We're
sure
hoping
everybody
for
else
fall.
We're hoping for fall, but
it all
we'll
depends
see.
on-
It all depends on how long
Because we're
we
on
can get this
tour
thing
and
done.
it's
Yeah.
timing, and it's also we're looking at working with some people collaborating.
What's the time? Such a crime, not a single word. Sipping on that Patron just to calm my nerves.
Hey, what's up? We're Karmin, and this is a Romance Wrap-Up exclusive.